The final part of making the spinner is to make space for the bearing to fit. To do that, I'm going to click on the top surface. I'm going to sketch. I'm going to sketch a circle. I need to view from the top. Zoom in. And from the center there, draw a circle. I'm going to make this a 30mm circle. Press enter. We're now going to extrude that. And if you look down and around the object, you can see at the moment it's going in the wrong direction and it's too tall. So we want that to be 7mm. I'm just going to click off to make it action, and I want it to go down. So I'm going to click on the opposite direction arrow over here. That's now going into the work, and there's one last important thing to do. We need to make sure it's an add and merge with all. Then click the tick box. You should notice it's merged the whole thing. Later on you can modify that circle to be slightly smaller if you want. We're now going to repeat the process to make the actual hole. So we select the top surface, sketch, circle, view from the top, zoom in, make sure you're in the middle, draw a circle, and this is important. It needs to be 22mm because that's the size of the bearing. Click enter. We're going to extrude. And I like rotating it so I can see what's happening. This time we're going to remove material, and we can now see that that hole goes all the way through. I'm just going to click the tick to finish it. There we have our basic spinner. I'm now going to tweak it slightly. So I'm going to select the top surface. I'm going to use the fillet tool or the chamfer tool. That one does 45 degrees, whereas the fillet does a nice rounded curve, just to do the top surface. Now you can see this red line here. This means that the 5mm radius that the computer's offered me is too big. So I'm going to start at something small, 0.5mm, 0.5. Click onto the screen to see what happens. And you can see on my design, it doesn't like it. So if I want, I can remove the face. I can just do it on certain sections. So perhaps on these bits here. I select all those, click to finish, and you can see a slight radius. That was the long way of doing it. I'll show you another way of doing it. So if I go onto my list over here and I zoom through and try and find the original sketch, then the original extrude, you can see that it's that one there at 12 o'clock on the screen. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to select that surface and make that a quite heavy fillet. We'll try and make it as heavy as we can. In this case, 2mm. Select that one. Doesn't like the 2mm. We'll go with 1mm. And click tick. So you can see that I had to move the fillets around to find the right one. Now you're looking at this thinking it's only done it on one surface, but here comes the genius piece. So we're going to take that fillet, I'm going to click and drag it on the list over there, and drag it to before the circular pattern, just like that. And we should find that it now auto updates. So what we've done is we've done the extrusion, then the fillet on that extrusion, and then we've patterned the filleted part. So it does it for you. We don't want to fillet the bottom because when we 3D print, that will cause us problems. The last thing to do is to right click, export, label it as your name, Mr. Seal, Spinner, and then 9 and whatever group you are, S or T. Fine, millimeters, download, click OK. The part that needs to be saved as, and for you guys, you want to make sure it's into your downloads. Click Save, and that part needs to be uploaded to Firefly.